Hello everyone, this is Lolly. I am back today to talk about Creativation. I had the opportunity to go last year. It was my first year to attend in Phoenix, Arizona, and I am returning this year in 2019. The day is rapidly approaching. Can you believe it? This may be your first year attending, or maybe you're thinking about the future and whether it's worth your while to attend. So let's discuss Creativation. This is the first video this year of my Creativation 19 playlist. So I'm starting a playlist. This will be put in there. You can actually, besides subscribing to me, you can subscribe just to the playlist so that you can get notifications when all of my live videos and videos of all the showroom floor are uploaded for you to see. So I'm so giddy that I'm having a hard time focusing right now. So what is Creativation? Well, let's back up and talk about what is AFCI. AFCI is Association for Creative Industries, formerly called Craft and Hobby Association, CHA, which you are probably more familiar with. In the past, many people referred to their annual trade show event as going to CHA. Well, CHA is the organization, or was. Now it's AFCI. The event is called Creativation. And Creativation is an annual trade show event. It's in January. I think formerly it was in Anaheim. Now, last year, this year, and next year it will be in Phoenix, but who knows what the future holds beyond that. So by a trade show event, it means it's a place for businesses, vendors, manufacturers, craft and art companies to go and display their new products that's coming out in 2019. Some of them may not be available at that moment. A lot of times they'll say this item will be available to ship in April. This item will be available in May. But it's a look ahead into what they have planned for the year. Also, it's a place for education and for networking and meeting people. And so if you are building an art and craft business of any kind, a local scrapbook store, or you are an online person selling your goods, then this is something you might want to consider. So in order to go to Creativation, there are two main ways to go. One is by becoming an AFCI member. There are other benefits as to being an AFCI member, such as discounts at UPS and printing off at, like, I think it's Office Depot, things like that. And again, networking is a major component of AFCI. But one of the perks of membership is free admission to Creativation for you and a person on your team. Otherwise, if you don't join AFCI, you can go as a non-member, but it costs currently, I believe, around $350 to attend. Once there, the event is Thursday through Monday. Monday is more quiet, and a lot of the vendors are tearing down their booths at that time. But Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, there are classes that you can sign up for. You do have to pre-register. Some of them are workshops, business building classes, things that talk about how to do the nitty-gritty, how to run your Facebook page, how to handle the legal aspects of selling online, things like that that are very helpful. And also, if you're an AFCI member and you don't get to attend Creativation, many of those workshop type classes are available for free on their website after the fact. So you can always get refreshed or go back and look at their old library and get a lot of training. Also, there are craft classes. I call them craft classes. That's an understatement. These are really artistic, in-depth classes using the new products and the products from these companies that will be on the trade show floor. So you get to use them firsthand and say, yes, this is a product that I want to carry in my shop. And you do pay for the classes. Members and non-members of AFCI have a different tiering of their price tiering. So members would get a discount as opposed to a non-member. So that's something to consider about membership too. It's another benefit. And in those classes, every class that I took last year, I came away with a bag full of goodies. So it does offset the cost. So schedule yourself. Don't feel like you need to take every available class, because you do need to rest up. This is an incredibly busy event. You are going to need to pace yourself, like I know I do. So because this is a trade show, by the way, there are no products to buy at the event, which is really good, because I kept saying, oh my goodness, if I could whip out a credit card and start buying things right now, I would be in trouble. I wanted one of everything. However, you can set up accounts. Let's say you go to Echo Park and you don't have an account with them yet. You can set up an account or apply for an account. So you might want to bring your business license, by the way. But you can, if you already have an account, many of the vendors, not all, many of them will give an additional discount for orders placed at Creativation. So it's another benefit of going. And I think another major benefit besides networking is that you learn not only what new products are coming out, but you learn what are the creative trends right now. That is important for your business. So what to bring? First of all, what to wear. You need to be comfortable, so wear comfortable clothing, but you should be business casual. Wear very comfortable shoes. You're going to be doing a lot of walking, but again, I'm not sure where I saw it, but I believe it was on AFCI website urging people, wear business casual. This is a professional event, so torn jeans and flip-flops, probably not the best option. You know, we want to make our best impression while we're there. Bring a notebook, and here's what I did. I did this. I made this little TN a while ago, and I wanted to bring a little notebook, and what I've done in here is I wrote notes to myself, how to get to the convention center from the airport, you know, things like that, and you can write notes when you meet people in here, set up plans, all of that. You need to have some way of taking notes, but it should be kind of small so as not to be cumbersome. You need a rolling backpack or something similar. They said nothing bigger than that, because with a lot of people, you can imagine people be tripping on each other, and anything larger than a rolling backpack would be very cumbersome and cause problems. So always be mindful when you're there of where your backpack is. I had to stop and do a lot of filming as I'm filming these vendors and their products, and I always had to make sure, looking down, that my backpack was like out of the way, handle down, pushed under the counter, something so that I wasn't going to be a burden to other people trying to get through and pass in the aisles. Also, business cards. You'll want to bring your business cards for the people, you know, at the booths you're at and people you're meeting. Here's what I did last year. I took my business card and I put in it the little Lolly Peep charms that I made and a piece of chocolate, and I put that in a little bag. Let me refocus here. Okay, so this year I'm doing the same thing. I'm bringing those, but I'm also bringing buttons. So these are flare button pins that I'm making, and I'm also making a few of these. These are the little Kirby, let me focus there. I don't know if it's focusing or not. Okay, these are the little Kirby koala pins that I made, and these are enamel pins. They cost me a bit, so I'm saving those for special people that I meet or really important transactions I'm doing. So do bring your business cards, bring your camera, your cell phone, your if you are going to be doing video, camcorder would be nice. Bring chargers for both your camcorder and your cell phone charger. So that's really important. So I mentioned a business license, address labels, and sticky notes are kind of helpful. Bring a water bottle, snacks. You will have time to squeeze out some lunch, and there will be some food vendors there on I think most of the days. But you might want something more healthful in addition to that. It's good to support those vendors that are selling food, but you might want something really quick, like in between classes. Okay, also, before you go, you might want to download the Creativation app, and then when you actually arrive, you get a badge, and even in your emails, this is the badge, there's a badge number on there. That is your identification. That badge number and your email is what gets you in to the Creativation show. And then when they give you this, they also give you all the tickets to get into all the classes that you signed up for. And so when you have that badge number and email, you use that to log into the Creativation app, and it automatically downloads all your schedule on there. Plus you can add other things, like I know that I am supposed to meet so-and-so at booth number such and such at a certain time and day, so I can write that into my schedule. It's all in there. And after each class, you can go right in the app and give everyone an evaluation on their class. So it's really helpful to them. Another thing about badging is that there's a color strip on the bottom here, and that is because there's different types of memberships at AFCI. There are buyers, and there's those who are buying product for their shop or store, and there are influencers such as bloggers, creative, digital content creators. Now I'm both, buyer and digital content creator, but my main focus is the digital content creator as a YouTuber. So that's how I chose to identify myself. So when you go to a booth, the first thing I noticed they looked at was my color strip. That lets them know what sort of business I am running and what I can bring to the table to help them out. And so as a digital content creator, and even though I'm a buyer, I'm not buying thousands of dollars and $5,000s from each booth. So I am trying to stay back and be mindful of the buyers in the booth. Let them have first priority over the booth managers because they need to get their orders placed. And I think that they have top priority when I can. If a booth looks too busy, I'll go away and I'll come back. And if one of the employees is free, I will ask permission. Is it okay if I videotape your booth and your new products? And if they say yes, then I ask them, would you like to be in the video or no? Because not everyone likes to be on video. Sometimes they will just allow their hands to be in there as they're demonstrating the product. So there's an idea. Another thing is when you are, you're going to be very busy, so pace yourself. In your packet, when you arrive Wednesday to go to the Phoenix Convention Center, they give you a packet. It's got your badge. It's got one lanyard, but they gave us this extra one. Someone donated this, and this is Notions Marketing donated this lanyard, which was prettier than the one that came with the badge. And so there were some goodies in there from some of the booths. It'd be nice to stop by those booths and say thank you for the gift. But also, they give you a map of the showroom floor and information to show where everything is located. The showroom floor map is very handy. You want to keep that with you at all times. And Wednesday night, look at that map, plan out your strategy. Which are the most important booths for you to hit up, in what order, as much as possible. And then what's your secondary and tertiary plan for which booths are the most important. And that way you make sure that you get all those done. Again, you may have to come back and visit other booths, but it's nice to be able to know what your focus is. So basically, it's a great event. What are your plans in going? What are your goals in going will influence how you tackle this. Just remember, take your time, pace yourself. And a lot of these booths have what we call make and takes, which means you can sit down at a booth and make a card or something similar, something small, and you can test out the product for free. And that way, you get to get off your feet, you get to relax, you get to really meet the people running this booth. I had great conversations with the Catherine Pooler and her team, and with Pretty Twisted Crafts. Really, I felt like we really made some friendships there. And that's a really important part of this, is to really get to know people. And you become a better customer and a better influencer on their behalf by saying, I met these people and they're wonderful. So if you have any questions about Creativation, leave them down below. If you're going, let me know down below. And if you see me at Creativation, you make sure that you stop by and say hi. See, I saw your video, and I'll give you one of my little gifts here. So I just love meeting people. And that's another benefit of this, is all the people that I've met online in crafting. It's nice to actually put a face with them and meet them face to face for the first time. So it's a very exciting event, can be draining, so pace yourself. Spend your evenings wisely. Try to get as much as you can out of it and knowing your limits, so don't overstress it. But just be mindful of other people there as well. So thank you so much for watching. I was so encouraged going. I learned a lot last year, and I felt that it was very well. My return on investment was very high. It was wonderful for my business. I felt like I gained a lot of tools in my crafty tool belt to go forward for the next year. So I'm really looking forward to what I'm going to learn this year, what I'm going to see, and all the new people that I'm going to meet. So thank you so much, and don't hesitate to leave comments down below asking your questions.